Good morning. As you know, I'm in an apartment and I've got renovations going on overhead. So if you hear drilling, that's why. And I'm also in New York City, where we've now got what appears to be 18-degree weather. May record 30, but with wind chill, it's 18. That's cold for New York. What's on our minds? What's in the news? And as always, Trump is in the news. I understand from The Economist that Republicans and anyone else who voted for Trump voted for him because of three reasons. They thought he'd be tough on crime, tough on immigration, and great for the economy. Well, let's look at those three reasons and see how he's done. According to the polls, Donald Trump is at 31% right now. The American people don't think he's performed on any one of these items very well. We know the tariffs have given the American people, those of us who are less than the top 1%, at least $2,000 a year more in costs for the same items. Because when most of us go to the supermarket, we buy the same bag of groceries all the time. According to all my friends and to my synagogue, our food pantries are extending themselves. If you had 400 people coming regularly, you now have double. At my shul that hands out food every Saturday, we're making now 165 bags of food a week. Nobody expected that many people. City Harvest is collecting food from grocery stores, restaurants, and manufacturers and distributors so that they can distribute food in the millions of pounds to their customers. So we're not doing a great job on being affordable for people. We're not affordable. And Donald Trump can go around being a great communicator, and everyone else in his cabinet, because they don't have the skill set for the jobs they're in, but they are all great communicators. They can go around and they can tell you things are wonderful. But we see with our eyes and we know in our pocketbooks that we're paying more. So the economy, Trump got a great economy. The American economy was the envy of the Western world and the entire globe, actually, because we were the only country to come out of the pandemic without a recession, thanks to Jay Powell's steady guidance at the Fed. And what about immigration? Yeah, we had a lot of immigrants come to our country, not over a 4-year period, but probably over a 30-year period. And many of those immigrants, have we found out, they have jobs, they're not criminals. In fact, you almost can't find a meaningful percentage of criminals who have been mass deported to other nations and been tortured, leaving their wives and children, many of them. Some of them are young girls, kids in college, who have been treated poorly. And the ICE people that Trump employs at tremendous cost. Not only do they get a $50,000 signing on bonus, but they get a salary of $50,000 to $60,000 a year. And they get a bounty for every person that they collect. So you better believe they're masked and they're not letting people see who they are. They're really like Trump's personal SA bullies that they had in the Third Reich. That's Trump's personal force, the SA. The National Guard, they're being deployed illegally. Our cities and states have police forces. They're doing a good job. Crime all over America is down. What we have because communities have community policing. Maryland, which used to be a high crime city and state, they've instituted community policing, and their crime in Baltimore is way down. It used to be the stuff of crime shows. No more. New York City, our crime is down and has been. Do we need policing in certain communities? Yes, we do. Do we need ICE or the National Guard? Absolutely not. Neither did Chicago, neither does California. More importantly, it seems to me that the 3 reasons folks voted for Trump are no longer reasons that are valid. Because after almost 1 year, Trump has managed to trash our economy. We don't even have data, good data, for Jay Powell to rely on when the Fed and the Fed Board of Governors is making their decisions on rates. I don't think they're going to be too quick to make rate cuts next year because we do have inflation rearing its ugly head because of the tariffs and because of Trump's illegal misadventures in the Caribbean. Nobody's putting a price tag on that, and yet there is a price tag. So we'll see. Where are we in 2026? We'll know when a lot of those programs hit us and a lot of the people in the federal government who are now unemployed or out of the workforce, when their lack of spending power hits us, we'll know where's our economy going. So, as far as I'm concerned, 1 year out, for me, is 1 year too many under Trump and his regime of communicators, but not people who I would respect and hold up and write about in any of my columns on WordPress to say that you are an authority on the institution that they are now the main source of information. Shame, shame. After 1 year, Trump is proven to be a dreadful, dreadful president. Somebody who cares about himself, but does not care about we, the American people. It's a terrible way to go into Hanukkah, to go into Christmas, or any holiday season, knowing that you don't have the savings and you don't have the cash to party like he is. Thank you for listening.